or enumerable. So if it is said to be, if it is either a finite set or it is a numeral, then it is said to be countable. और uncountable set में और uncountably infinite set एक ही बात है. Uncountably infinite set, a set which is not countable, is said to be an uncountable set or uncountably infinite set. So जो सेट काउंटेबल नहीं है उसको हम अनकाउंटेबली इनफाइनाइट सेट बोलते हैं. For example, we have the example, the set 1, 5, 10, 20 is a countable set and it is finite. The set number 5, suppose we have empty set, that is also a countable set, and the sets n is the set of natural number, integers, rationals are also countable set. This is important. But the set of real numbers is uncountable and it is not a countable set. For this we have to discuss the theorem, and the theorem is, just note down the theorem. The theorem is find the cardinality of the set of integers, hence or otherwise show that the set of integers is countable. This has been proved in the theorem that Z is countable set, and one more thing is there. Okay, we have this theorem or a result or question. The question is, consider the functions f and g. These are starting from the natural numbers to the set of natural number defined by f of n, defined by f of n is equal to g of n is equal to 2n. Is there exist a 1 1 onto function? This example will explain that how the set of natural number is countable. Is there exist a 1 1 onto function h from natural numbers to natural number, hence or otherwise prove that n is countable. So ये दो तीन रिजल्ट्स हैं जो हमें देते हैं कि हाउ इट इज काउंटेबल. थर्ड वन इज द सेट ऑफ रैशनल नंबर इज काउंटेबल, वो भी अभी डिस्कस करते हैं. सबसे पहले लेट अस स्टार्ट विद दिस. लेट n1 and n2 are two natural numbers, and we take that both natural numbers are not equal. Consider f of n1 is equal to 2n1, and that is clearly not equal to 2n2 because we are taking both elements are not equal. So that is f of n2, and this shows that अगर दो distinct elements हो और उनका images भी distinct हो तो it proves that f is 1 1. This is actually the definition of a 1 1 property. So if two distinct elements are there and it proved that the images are also distinct, then the function is 1 1. So if f is 1 1, similarly we can prove that g is 1 1. Now here we have to use the theorem. The theorem is using Schroeder Schroeder-Bernstein theorem using Schroeder-Bernstein theorem, if there exists a one-one function and which is also onto H from the natural number set to the natural number set, so we can say that the domain set is countable set. Therefore, because यहाँ पर ये exist कर रहा है one one onto function, we can say that the set of natural number is countable. इस रिजल्ट का जो प्रूफ है वो हमें श्रूडर की थ्योरम से मिल रहा है. आई एम रिपीटिंग अगेन, श्रूडर-बर्नस्टाइन थ्योरम क्या कह रही है कि श्रूडर-बर्नस्टाइन थ्योरम कह रही है कि हमारे पास दो फंक्शंस हैं. We have two functions and the functions are, the original statement of the theorem is, we have two functions. The first function is from x to y and the second function is from y to x. Now it is domain, it is codomain. Here domain come codomain and codomain become domain. अगर ये दोनों वन वन functions हैं, then there exists a new function h from x to y, where x and y are two sets, and this function is also one one and onto. This is the Schroeder-Bernstein theorem statement. So यहाँ पर देखिए f हमारे पास जो फंक्शन था that was from a natural number to natural number. Give your function from natural number to natural number. इस केस में डोमेन एंड कोडोमेन दोनों सेम है. सो नेचुरल नंबर डोमेन, नेचुरल नंबर कोडोमेन, g from codomain to domain. So दोनों ही फंक्शन वन वन आ गए. It is okay. So there exists a one one onto function which is starting from natural number and ends up to natural number. और अगर ऐसा हो तो this domain set is a countable set. This is the theorem statement. So by this theorem, n natural number comes out to be countable set. And how the set of a rational number comes out to be countable? Write down the result using Cantor-Bernstein theorem. Cantor का theorem and Bernstein ये जो अभी डिस्कस करा, prove that the set of natural numbers and the set of rational number is countable or equivalent sets. Prove that these sets are equivalent sets. And इसी के साथ the second part is prove that the set of rational number is countable. This is also we need to prove countable in this part. क्योंकि natural number का set अभी मैंने countable prove करा है. Now the set of a natural number and a set of rational number countable कब होंगे? अगर हमारे पास कोई मैपिंग हो from the natural number to the set of rational numbers which is one one and onto. अगर ये one one and onto हो जाए तो equivalent बन जाएंगे. N and Q are said to be equivalent set. So define a mapping f from N to Q so that f of an element n and n belonging to the set of natural numbers. Now we just want to prove that this is a one one and onto mapping. Clearly it is one one. We have just proved because suppose we have two distinct elements. Let two natural numbers are 1 and 2. Both are not equal. then obviously f of 1 will not be equal to f of 2. This is the suitable example because f of 1 comes out to be 1 by this argument and f of 2 comes out to be 2 and 1 is not equal to 2. So if elements are not equal, then images are also not equal. So this gives us that f is a 1-1 mapping. So on to mean, every element in codomain must have pre-image in domain. So we can easily prove that this mapping is also onto. Now remember what type of elements we are getting. We are getting the elements as a whole number. We are not getting as a fraction. Remember, हमने mapping ही वैसा लिया है. तो onto को prove करने के लिए we can take any element in Q. So suppose I take, let an element n1 belonging to Q be arbitrary element. Arbitrary element I am taking. So we can easily find out the image. Therefore, there exists f of there exists n1 is equal to f of n1 because by definition. So it means the n1 pre-image, the pre-image of n1 is n1. लॉजिक ही यही दिया है फंक्शन में. जो एलिमेंट है वही उसकी प्री इमेज भी है और वही उसकी इमेज भी है. So it is obviously that f is onto. Every element has pre-image. One का image 1 और 1 का pre-image भी 1. And the image of 2 is 2 and the image of pre-image of 2 is also 2 under f. So f is clearly 1, 1 and onto. This proves that if a function is 1, 1 onto, then the sets are equivalent. Domain set is equivalent to codomain set. Now let us move to the countability part. For countability, we need to use Cantor-Bernstein theorem. It means there exists a 1-1 onto function h from n to k, so that n and q n to q, so that n and q become equivalent, and hence q becomes countable. So for this, let q be any rational number, and q is not 0. It is any non-zero rational number. So q can be written like a upon b type, and with this we can take epsilon. B is not 0. The values of epsilon may have a positive value, may have a negative value, and GCD of AB is equal to 1, and AB are coming from domain, that is the set of natural number. ये हम ऐसा क्यों ले रहे हैं? एप्सिलॉन शुड बी प्लस माइनस 1. अगर प्लस होएगा तो पॉजिटिव रैशनल नंबर, माइनस होएगा तो नेगेटिव रैशनल नंबर. बाकी तो रिमेनिंग रैशनल नंबर का ही डेफिनेशन है. दिस इज एक्चुअली द डेफिनेशन ऑफ ए रैशनल नंबर. सो यू कैन define a function g. Now we are going to use the logic of this previous question. जैसे हमने n को काउंटेबल प्रूव करा था, वैसे ही इसी लॉजिक को श्रूडर बर्नस्टाइन वाली थ्योरम को यूज करके x to y 1 1 है, it is clear. f from n to q is 1 1. Then g from q to n should also be 1 1. So for this we are going to do this. So g from q to n mapping define कर रहे हैं such that the domain set is a rational. So we can take a rational number q, and this is a standard definition they have given. 2 raised to power epsilon plus 1, 3 raised to power a, 5 raised to power b. Now let us prove that this is 1 1. G is 1 1. So for this we have to take two elements in domain Q1, Q2 belongs to rational numbers such that Q1 ऐसी तरह के होने चाहिए. Q1 is equal to 2 raised to power epsilon plus 1 and 3 raised to power A1, 5 raised to power B1, and your Q2 is 2 raised to power epsilon plus 1, 3 raised to power A2, 5 raised to power B2, and your A1, A2, B1, B2 are natural numbers with GCD of A1, B1 is 1 and GCD of A2, B2 is also 1. Clearly, Q1 is not equal to Q2. It is clear that Q1 is not equal to Q2. अब 1 1 कब बनेगा? If we prove that G of Q1 is not equal to G of Q2. This is we need to prove. So Q1 is not equal to Q2. So for showing it is 1 1, you should have GQ1 should not be equal to GQ2. Now clearly GQ1 is 2 raised to power epsilon plus 1, 3 raised to power A1, 5 raised to power B1, and this is not equal to 2 raised to power epsilon plus 1, 3 raised to power A2, 5 raised to power B2. And this is clearly that both sides are not equal. This term can be removed by cancelling. क्योंकि ये जो term है 2 raised to power epsilon plus 1 and 2 raised to power epsilon plus 1, ये तो same है. And but 3 raised to power A1, 5 raised to power B1 should not always be equal to 3 raised to power A2, 5 raised to power B2. So that is why GQ1 is not equal to GQ2. This gives that G from rationals to naturals is 1 1. And by Schroeder-Bernstein theorem, because F is already 1 1 from naturals to rationals. This we have already proved here. F is already 1 1. Just see. So G is also 1 1. So by Schroeder-Bernstein theorem, there exists a 1 1 onto function H from naturals to rationals. Hence, this also gives that N and Q are equivalent. This proves that N and Q are equivalent sets. And it also gives that Q is countable. Q is countable. So this is the proof of the result that the sets are equivalent and Q is a countable set. So we also know that the set of integers is a countable set. And for the proof of this, prove that we have taken the statement yes, Z is the set of integer has been written as a countable set. This was the theorem which I have mentioned. Now let us prove this result that the set of integer is countable. So you can take the result here. So prove that the set of integers is a countable set and find the cardinality of the set of integers. So proving this result, we just have to define Z is countable. So for the proof of this, define a mapping F from the set of naturals to the set of integers so that f of n, the mapping is defined like this. N minus 1 upon 2, and this is minus n upon 2. This is when n are odd natural numbers, 1, 3, 5, and this is when n are even natural numbers, 2, 4, 6. We first show that f is 1, 1, then we shall show that f is onto. So the first heading is f is 1, 1. This is we want to prove. So for this we need to take two natural numbers in the domain set capital N. So N1, N2 are two natural numbers such that f of N1 is equal to f of N2. This gives that 1 by 2 N1, N1 minus 1 is equal to 1 by 2 N2 minus 1. This you will have when n is odd, and you will have minus n1 over 2 is equal to minus n2 over 2 if n is equal to even. So we are taking the images are equal. 1 1 प्रूव करने के दो तरीके हैं. एक तो ये तरीका है, this is the first one method which we have used in the previous question, that if we have two elements different, then images should also be different. And the second one method is if we take images equal, fn1 is equal to fn2. If we take images are equal, then elements should also be equal. The second technique we are going to apply for proving it as 1 1. So for the second technique of 1 1, we take images are equal. So if images are equal, we have two sub cases, odd के लिए और even के लिए. If we have odd, then we have this result. If we have even, then we have this result. And from these two, two can be cancelled, one can be cancelled from both sides. You will have n1 is equal to n2. यहाँ से भी 2 2 खत्म होकर के minus minus cancelled होकर के both of these cases will give you n1 is equal to n2. So it will give us that n1 is equal to n2, and for all n1, n2 belonging to the set of natural number. So this proves that f is 1 1. So in the second case, we just want to prove that f is onto. And for proving f is onto, you know what is the meaning of onto. Every element in codomain must have pre-image in domain. This is we need to prove. So we shall take the element in codomain, and you know that our codomain is the set of integers. Just see. So we have to take an integer and we have to find out its pre-image in this the set of natural numbers. So for proving this, f is onto. Let we can take an integer m belonging to the set of Z, so that f of n is equal to m. This gives us that we have two cases. F of n is equal to 1 by 2 n minus 1 is equal to m when n is 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. And this will be minus n by 2 is equal to m when we will have m is equal to -1, -2, -3, so on. And after calculating a little, you will have from the first step, this one, n is equal to 2m plus 1, and from this you will have n is equal to -2m. 2 into m is 2m. And this is the case m which we have taken for 0, 1, 2, and so on. And the second one is the case for m is equal to -1, -2, -3, and so on. So obviously you will have this is the case n is an odd natural number. This will give you n is equal to 2m plus 1, that belongs to the set of natural number, and this also comes from the set of natural number. And this gives us that when n is 0, when m is 0, put 0 here, you will have n is equal to 1. And put m is equal to 1, you will have n is equal to 3. When you put m is equal to 2, 2 2s are 4 plus 1, you will have 5. So you will have 1, 3, 5. And when you put -1, you will have +2. When you put -2, you will have 4. Then you will have 6, and so on. So in the first case, you will have odd natural numbers, and in the second case, you will have even natural number. This gives that n belonging to the set of natural number. And this proves that the element m in the codomain has pre-image in the set of domain. So this gives us that f is onto. So we have been able to calculate, we have been able to prove that f is a mapping from the set of natural number to the set of integers, which is 1, 1 and onto. This will give us that by Schroeder-Bernstein theorem, this will give us that n and z are equivalent sets. So if the sets are equivalent, then it's a cardinality. Cardinality can be computed. So the cardinality of the set of integers, that can also be written like this, that is equal to some finite number, because we have been able, suppose that is n0. Suppose the cardinality is n0, as we have proved that n is already a countable set. This we have proved in this example, this one. Just see, n is countable. So this result has already been proved here that n is countable. Or agar n countable, then obviously it will have a cardinality. Cardinality means the number of elements in this set. Suppose I take that the finite number of elements in the set is n naught, and that value has been used over here. Because equivalent, if the sets are equivalent, then the cardinality of both sets should be same. So if the cardinality of the set is there, then we can say that Z is countable set. Z is a countable set. Countable is also said to be as a denumerable set. Remember, this is the important word, denumerable. This is also used for countable set. So I stop my class here. We shall continue in the next class tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.